Welcome, musicians, and today we are going to dive into Bach. So I am in tune. I used a tuning app because the year is 2024, I'm told, and we are looking at Bach, who in my search says probably played his music or was living around the 1600s to about 1750. Yeah, so that's when the style of Baroque music was popular. And what is Baroque music, you might ask? So you're going to find a lot of fast movements. So as you can see in this piece, looking at the music that I provided for you in my Google class, lots of notes, 16th notes, lots of runs, so fast movements, ornamentation, so lots of ups and downs in pitch, ornamentation, dramatic alterations in tempo. So even though most music we listen to today has one tempo, it starts and generally ends with the same tempo, and a lot of the music we listen to now is about 120 BPM, or so beats per minute. That's when we start to wiggle our body a bit, our heart starts to feel that 120. Yeah. So in Baroque style of music, you find it the tempo is going in, slowing it down at certain parts, and then moving faster at other parts. So it's not strict to one tempo. And the volume and the dynamics is going up and down. Again, about that ornamentation style of music. And then lastly, it's very expressive music, very emotional, as you can hear. I mean, he's written this piece for cello player, a solo cello player. So he's putting a lot of emotion into one instrument at a time when people that were poor could actually not afford to go see a cellist play or an orchestra at that matter. So we're talking about only the rich, only the well-off could be accessing music, and music from this guy, this Bach guy, who sort of wrote about the equal temperament system, which we all know today to sort of tune up and all play together as a unit, as an orchestra or as a band. So I'll get into equal temperament a bit later, but before we get into this piece, let's look at our G major scale, because the piece is prelude in G major. So if I'm at my 12th fret here, and ignore the fact that I'm using a 5-string bass, I just want to get this instrument out and play with it. I don't think I'm going to be playing the B string very much, so I'll talk about my bass another day. But so we're from the 12th fret here, and so this is E, F is going to be next to E, and G is going to be there, which is your first dot if you've got a 4-string bass. So let's just play our G major scale, yeah? Yeah, so we know our 3-string G major scale. Let's say the notes out as we play them. G, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, because F sharp is in G major, and then G again, the octave. And a really good way to warm up our fingers for this piece, because we're going to be using all our fingers on the left hand and all our fingers on the right. So just warm up on the G major scale. You could also go to the G string, yeah, all the way up to that high. And practice saying the names. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D. I gotta not play that note and remember my original G major scale. So the G string and the D string, both those are the same notes, or the same fret, or the same fingerings. Yeah, so tell yourself that. The A string is going to have that next. That's the one I keep making a mistake on. Yeah. Back to E, yeah. So getting used to your G major scale like that and know the notes. Right? And that's a really good way to warm up and prepare for Bach's Cello Suite 1, the prelude in G major. I'll see you next time to unpack this masterpiece. Talk then.